Chicago Bulls game with Spike Lee. Michael Jordan made that famous shot. I was there. And we went out to dinner that night afterwards. And he's famous. I was doing security work. Michael Jordan's famous.
You went out to dinner with
I went out
after
that game, and because the next game they were coming to LA to play. And I was trying to get him off. He acted like he would put it to his lip and then put it back down.
Oh, very interesting. So maybe he's the greatest of all time.
Time now, my brother. This is easy. We kill them, and then we go home. Throw it in the corner. Start. I'm throwing a grenade. I tell you, we kill them all. Throw the flashbang. Follow them. Grenade. Smoke. Throw in smoke.
حبيبي ایرانی هستی؟ عرب ایرانی ایرانی اشراج داشت به کیه گفتی بام دراپه میده؟
بم دراپ بی گفتم
بی
Now is the time. Throw in smoke. Flashbang. Molotov. I'm throwing the flashbang. Smoke. Grenade.
Why waste another summer not loving your body?
With Base 44, we turn that question into
Ginawan ho nila ng clear chart on the credit transfer and recognition of the TESDA NCs. So ibig sabihin nun, presumably yung first year or second year ng PUP module or curriculum, pwede na po magpa-assess sa TESDA whether or not the PUP program was TESDA certified or recognized.
Ganun nga siya. Ganun nga siya. But ang tawag kasi rin diploma program eh. Diba? Ang sa TESDA tawag, yun ang confusion eh. Tawag rin diploma program, tawag namin diploma program, pero tawag ninyo diploma program rin. So, from a, kung ikaw ay isang TVI, private or ano, saan ka pupunta? TESDA ka ba pupunta for regulation and UACTEA or CHED, no? I think that should be clarified. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Kung TBI ho kayo, sa TESDA po kayo pupunta. No, and your diploma program will be then under the TESDA Unifast component, right? So Unifast is after all the covering agency, and TESDA will be the one that will give you. But you would have to undergo the TESDA certification process. Yeah. If you are a diploma program, not a TVI, but an HEI institution, you can create diploma programs, but your reimbursement for your UACTEA will come from CHED.
The better, I think, ito subject to your usapan, dapat siguro associate degree ang tawag. I think moving forward, I think that's a clear delineation. But I'll leave that to CHED and TESDA to further refine. I know nag-umpisa na kayo mag-usap eh.
Yes, sir. And I think there is, in fact, a number of pending bills in EDCOM that will force the delineation to be clear.
All right. Thank you, Secretary. Yung enterprise-based training, yung EBET, enterprise-based education training, we all know this is this generates higher employment opportunities. The employment rate for EBET is around 90s, I believe. Saan scholarship program siya papasok?
Nandun po siya sa TTSP, sa Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program. But the Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program kasi as part of the Tulong Trabaho Law, sir, has a provision that prioritizes NEET. So they have to be not in employment, education, or training. Or they are not receiving training from their employers at the time of training. So yun ang dalawang categories niya. But that's where we are drawing our support for the EBET programs.
Secretary, I saw here it's actually doesn't get hindi malaki yung kanyang funding, yung TTSP. It's getting 1.6 billion in terms of funding. But yet, alam naman natin yung EBET is a much effective program.
Yeah.
Di ba dapat mas malaki ang ilalagay natin sa TTSP?
Depende po yan. Partly because the EBET program doesn't necessarily have to be funded by government, right? There are other incentives for industry to take part, or for private partners or private providers to take part in the EBET program. That would be the first. The second is, of course, if you give us more, we will take more. But our absorption of EBET at the moment, because we didn't start really until July or August this year, has been slow burning. So many of the targets are ongoing. Many of the firms are still undergoing registration. And part of the problem has been, in fact, the training plan that they need to sign in conjunction or co-create in conjunction, sign and co-create with TESDA, so that we can ensure our obligations, sir, to DOLE in terms of labor safety and conditions, as well as ensuring that they undergo an actual training as opposed to an internship that is just industry exposure. Yeah, so that has taken some time. So in many ways, it has the highest employment rate, but it's completely dependent on industries wanting to do the absorption.
One of the I think I discussed this with you one time. There's a requirement for EBET companies to change their articles of incorporation. Wala na ba yon? I think that was one of the roadblocks or one of the concerns of the potential EBET companies. Papalitan pa raw yung kanilang articles of incorporation to include training. So wala na yun, wala nang requirement na yun. No? Kasi maraming na-discourage doon. No?
Sa SEC ho kasi ang galing.
Sige. Alright, and how many students are we targeting for 2026 on EBET? Because I'm very bullish with EBET, and especially that we have the law already. How many students are we targeting?
We're trying to catch up, sir. So for the ongoing and the identified, actually this is still for 2025 to 2026. That's around 102,000 trainees. Depending on how quickly we can enroll more students for upskilling, for example, in IBPAP and designing the training modules for IBPAP, that can increase even more.
Meron kaming, I'll show a graph. EBET is only 5% of our total, 4-5% of our total graduates. We'll show the graph. So hopefully in the next few years, we can increase this by double digits.
The 4-5% sir is an old data. We're actually at around 8%,
Okay.
I think, this year. But we predict that should go up to at least 16% by next year.
Okay. At least nakikita natin nag-i-improve yung EBET. And then again, we have the law. We're ready to support EBET. I think that goes well also with Dole's direction on giving experience to our students, giving experience to our learners. Ito talagang hands-on sila. And once na meron na silang hands-on skills, diretso na to employment itong mga EBET. Yung mga companies natin, you said earlier that some of them are even willing to subsidize the salaries of our learners. Wala nang subsidy from government. They're the ones who will pay.
The training costs, sir. So
training costs.
many companies kasi actually already do training for their employees naman talaga. And if they do not choose to have the state subsidy, they can actually get an incentive of 50% return, no, or deduction on their training expenses.
Based on the law.
Based on the law.
Yeah.
And by 2028, that will increase to 75% of any actual training expenses that they conduct.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing the increase in EBET enrollment, especially increase in the total share of the scholarships that we are giving. Yan talaga ang napakagandang programa para ma-connect natin yung scholarship natin all the way to employment. And it's proven. It's been proven in the past. So we're looking forward to improving figures in the next few years. And lastly, Secretary, ito I am quite concerned. No? I saw in your slide, and I also saw this in our briefer, the enrollment figures. No? Let's flash it nga, ComSec, in total Tibet enrollment.
This way in. Welcome to Fall Winter 2025. Newness isn't just in the air, it's defining the moment. From first glance to deeper details, the vision evolves. Every chapter reveals new textures, details and stories. Immerse yourself in Fall Winter Counter-Strike. Discover on UNAF.
The costs of training, but even more crucially, marami pong nagsara na TVIs in that period na hindi pa humalinaw kung nagbubukas na sila ulit.
Based on this data,
Half lang.
no?
Yes po.
Yeah.
No, so those are the two reasons that internally I think to us we believe is in the cost. One is, or the more important one is the number of institutions that closed primarily because of the pandemic. So yung mga providers ho namin kumonte.
Are we addressing that issue of access? Pero meron na tayong free higher education eh. Meron tayong scholarship, diba?
It's infrastructure access. So it's not access because of funding. It's access because of the number of schools, the number of trainers, and the number of assessors that we're slowly trying to increase. The other part that is not shown here because it's part of our enrollment, official enrollment, we don't have slides here that would show, for example, those that gained access because they took courses online. So wala ho dito ang TOP access for enrollment. TOP enrollment as part of our access efforts. So ang napapakita lang ho dito yung physical namin na access.
Okay. But yung online is how many are online?
Every year, sir, almost 1 million something
Online?
online. Ang
Okay.
nag
But the online needs to be coupled with
an assessment at the end.
okay, and
Diba?
also physical training. Diba? Skills.
Depending po. So there are certain things that they can undergo in terms of skills training that they do online naman. We have around 23 qualifications. Ang proof niyan kasi is not just the completion, right? So it's really in the assessment. And it's in the assessment that they'll have to show that they physically can do it.
So in other words, you add 1 million to this number.
Yes, sir, you can.
So there's also a shift in terms of how learners want to be trained, or how learners want to access TVET training online na rin.
Yes, sir. Except nga, as you also quite rightly pointed out, there are limitations.
Yes,
to that.
they're limited kasi skills siya.
It is
So
skills.
marami dyan hands-on eh. Like
Yeah.
baking. How can you do?
So ang nangyayari po online, nagdadagdag po kami ng simulations and so on that can be done naman on a long distance.
Sa bagay, yung baking, pwede naman sa bahay mag-baking. So, online lang, tuturuan mo sa bahay mag
Which is exactly what we have, sir. We have baking and culinary that does exactly
na
that.
online.
Na online.
Oo. But there are skills like, for example, I would assume welding or automotive or aircon, no? Because you need that facility. No? Okay. So in other words, if you add 1 million here, tama ba, Secretary? More or less, pasok siya. More or less, we are not far from pre-pandemic levels. So there's also a shift the way people want to be taught with Tibet.
We would be short siguro mga 500,000
Okay.
to the pre-pandemic height.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should also look at how adjusting these numbers just to reflect the reality. Oo, kasi
Get a full body checkup with 110 essential tests for only 99 AED. No clinic visits, no long waits. We bring the lab to you anywhere in the UAE, fast, professional, and convenient, because your health matters.
Increase and parang may mismatch eh. So I want to study carefully and closely bakit may mismatch. But if those variables that you said na are the cause of the mismatch, then hingi na lang kami ng analysis.
data.
Yeah,
Yes,
ng
po.
data.
We will submit, sir.
All right, thank you. I'll go to the National Conciliation and Mediation Board. Just a few questions. We saw in your budget that training programs or capacity building initiative accounted for 50% of your MOE. So, ano po itong mga training programs? Let's see. Ano po itong mga training programs and paano po ito makaka-improve ng serbisyo ho natin?
With the permission of the Secretary, Mr. Chair, yung pong aming mga training programs are given to both labor and management. Ang pinag-uusapan po dito yung aming mga proactive programs like labor management cooperation and grievance machinery. These two programs aim to capacitate both workers and management to give them the first crack of resolving their disputes without going to the government in resolving their disputes. Aside from that, yung pong mga staff namin, binibigyan din po namin ng training on conciliation and mediation para po they could effectively settle disputes filed in our offices.
Do you give the training nationwide? Who can avail of the trainings?
Yes, Mr. Chair, this is a nationwide training. Lahat po ng aming mga workers and management ay invited sa mga trainings na to.
And for 2026, how many companies are you aiming to train and how many labor groups are you targeting?
For 2026, we are targeting 518 LMCs to be facilitated. That translates to 518 companies. So we do not really count po yung participants, but the number of companies to be given trainings. For LMC enhancement, we are targeting 2,651 LMCs or companies. And for GM institutionalization and operationalization, we are targeting the same number po.
Trainings are geared towards industrial peace among the
Yes.
among the workers and also management.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And has it improved the situation of
So, Mr. Chair, because we have data that says
kasi that is the mechanism no to train them
Yes,
so that
Mr.
they can be they can just mediate and talk about their disputes and avoid all this itong mga strikes and extreme mga ganitong disputes, mga strikes and the likes.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yung dalawang programa po namin yan nakakatulong ng mabuti para mabawasan po yung strikes at saka yung mga labor disputes. In fact, for 2025, out of the companies with functioning LMCs and GMs, only 2.42% have filed cases with NCMB.
Every service business begins with your dream. But you didn't start your business to drown in appointment management, dashboards, spreadsheets. You want to make an impact.
Ang kamatis na hindi nag-join.
Um,
How will they, paano sila makaka-avail nitong program na ito?
we go to their plans, Mr. Chair. So kung hindi po sila uma-attend sa mga area-wide seminars na kinoconduct namin, kami po ang pumupunta sa kanilang mga kumpanya para maibalita po sa kanila yung the good news about LMC and grievance machinery.
Thank you, Executive Director. I'll go to NLRC. A few questions. So in your sa NLRC, nakita ko na yung unfilled positions is quite substantial. There are about 207 unfilled positions. That's about 16% of the total. Any particular reason kung bakit po may tasang unfilled positions?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Marami po sa aming unfilled positions ang nakaproseso. Kasi po we have 9 months from vacancy to fill them up. So mabilis po ang turnover sa amin.
For lang to fill up?
Yun ang maximum po.
Taon?
Maximum po ng civil service.
Okay.
But ang malaking bulk po ng aming vacancies ay mga presidential appointees na medyo hindi po ganun kabilis ang paglabas ng appointment.
Okay, how many yung presidential appointees out of the 207?
I think po ang nakapending po sa kanila ngayon would be 25 labor arbiter positions. And then we have some already that retired. Mga 3 commissioners po yun. And then we have na nag-retire recently then also. But yun nga kasi kasama ho kasi pagka nag-retire ang isang commissioner, meron siyang 5 commission attorneys. Ano po yan? Co-terminus po yan sa kanila. Yun po yung bulk ng aming mga vacancies.
Ano bang, what's the moving forward? Paano ma-complete itong mga unfilled positions?
Mr. Chair, yun pong aming sistema ngayon, naglagay na po kami ng bagong procedure that pag gusto na...
I'm gonna get a prototype. The hardest thing is to get started.
It's the ideas and the choice of which ones to flush out that I think are very human discipline.
We have started to deal with computers in higher and higher levels of abstraction. Just push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify what's important early on. People that end up spending more time on the decisions of what they want to actually make.
سیفورتو بکن دارم میمیرم سیفورت با اول سیفورت نداشت آجی جنس شاب
با درست
Go away, I stand here. Don't pick.
چه صداهای گیانه‌ای بود که در
بود دیگه داداش میگم عالی نایس
باتشو بدون یا میاد به نظر
نه میاد
کسی که بوم داره اول همه نمره خود توی دل یا مشاهدم
بده ایفکه
بومبر داشت اینا خارجی هم زبون نفهم
بچه
ای شد
داشت ببریم بی نظر چی باشه دفعه اومدن ای شلوغ
داشت بیم میخوریم ولی بریم
فکر نکنم اگه فر بشیم داخل سریع
و خزیم بیاین داخل دیگه اینا شاید زبون اونا رو
سیفور ای سیفور گو ای حبیبی ای کام ای بومبر داره شده ای در ول میزنه شیرش هم نیست
ای يا رب
گو بی
با کیبورد جغ میزنه
نه افسانشو داریم بچه یکم
داشت بزن دیگه چرا آب ما رو بودین تا این بزن بی بریم
داشت بخوام بی بریم اونا فکر کنم ما ای الان
بریم فقط بتونیم
داشت طرف هم بابا بریم اگه ببینن همشون میان بی
روتیت کنیم بریم
داری
ای
برو داخل داشت برو منو ببینه همشون میریزن اینجا برو
شورت هم مستا
داشت باید بومو بیاری نه یه اون شکل بیاری داخل بی
پیک نده آقا اصلا پیک نده در رو ویندوز دارم میاد اودین اونجا رو نگی تو تونل یکی هست بچه خونه ویندوز تا آخرین لحظه پیک نده سر دیفیوز بیار
دوستان صدای من میاد حاجی من کانتر رو تازه ریختم چجوری داستانش
بیاد درام مچه باید بدیم
داستان نداره دادا
کی کانت تازه رخته من اگه راهنمایی میخوای برو از گوش مصنوعی اوکیت میکنه کراس تا همش تو اوکی داش کلاه کنسولت میده اصلا میزنی کیف میکنه بازی
چه همه مایک داره اینجا
حاجی بازی نکن پاپش کن بره خودت
چرا
بچه
همه
ایران تموم شه بازی رو پاک میکنی خود جدی به خودت بدبخت نکن حاجی بعد معترضه از ندابه رو بیاد جلوتم
آندر یه نفر من هیچ چیزی نمیرسم
اندر
دیگه
کردم تو رفتی 3 نفر رو زدی لعنت چرا نمی
سیتی پینگه هفته تو بده بیرون
چه جو میزنن اینا
کی بالا
F1 بچه F1 پینگش هفته
حاجی پینگا رو نگاه یا پیغمبر
چی F1 نمیدید
Throwing smoke.
بابا کیر تو دهنتون با این وا کردن زیر نگاه رد بمبر مرده بمب
اشکی بمب با خودش نیارده
با یکی از آندر بمب بیاره بمب نمیتونم
B.
بابا بیرو بیا کی اونجا ایستاده
That's a negative. No. I disagree. No, sir. Now that's a no.
Yeah, I think to be. I think to be.
Incendiary. Flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Okay, B.
Deploying flashbang. Counter-terrorists win. I've got movement.
No.
Let's move out. That would be no, sir. Negative. Throwing smoke. Decoys out.
اونوری که واله مطمئنم اونوری که واله سیتی پینگ پایین نمیده بیرون
10 بار دارم F1 نمیدم.
پینگ 7 F1 بده F1 بده
نگاه
پینگ
کن نگاه
7
کن. کستنه داره منو میده بیرون مادر جنده. بعد اون پلشه که F1 زدن اونا که F1 زدن شب اینا میزن.
پینگ 7
چرا F1 نمیدی؟
F1 بزنی نه من دوباره میدم
کستنه اونی که کستنه اونی که
F1
دوش کلسه بدش چطور نفوش میدونم
slow ping
One more
Laying down smoke.